Security arrangements have been beefed up in Katmandu Valley as two separate protests have been planned in the capital. 10,000 security personnel have been deployed to avoid any untoward incident, and several measures are in place to ensure that daily lives are affected to the minimum. However, it goes without saying that the public are advised to adopt caution. Good morning, I'm Chitrakar, and these are the headlines of the hour. Harib bodhini Ekadasi being observed today. Hindus across the country also performing the wedding of Tulsi plant. "15 Murrah buffaloes gifted by India arrived Nepal from Jamuna border point. 3 to be sent to Bake, 7 to Pokhara and 5 to Lahan. Hostages being held in Gaza won't be freed before tomorrow. A 4-day pause in fighting expected to begin today, also delayed. Israel says relatively minor issues yet to be ironed out. And Barcelona come from behind to defeat Eintracht Frankfurt, extend their perfect start in the Women's Champions League. Hindus are observing the harib bodhini Ekadashi, a religious ritual dedicated to Hindu Lord Vishnu, the god responsible for upkeep and sustaining life on earth. Devotees pay obeisance to Lord Vishnu on this day by observing fast and taking holy dips at rivers and ponds since early in the morning. Hindus believe that one who fasts on this day and worship Lord Vishnu gets blessings. Harib bodhini Ekadashi is considered an important festival as on this day Vishnu awakens from his monsoon month slumber. A wedding of Tulsi or basil plant in Ashad Shukla Ekadashi is organized today. Devotees visit several Vishnu temples across the country on this day. Thousands of visitors visit 4 Narayan temples in Katmandu Valley: Changu Narayan of Bhaktapur, Bishanku Narayan of Lalitpur, Shesh Narayan and Ichangu Narayan of Katmandu districts to worship the god and observe the festival. An earthquake with its epicenter in Chitrakar of Makwanpur was recorded at 19 minutes past 1 a.m. this morning. According to the National Earthquake Monitoring and Research Center, the 4.5 magnitude earthquake had its epicenter near Chitrakar. The jolt was felt in Makwanpur, Katmandu Valley and the neighboring districts. There are no immediate reports of damages of properties or human casualties as of yet. The 15 Murrah buffaloes provided by India have been brought to Nepal via Jamuna border point in Bake. The buffaloes had arrived at India's Rupariha at around 2 p.m. yesterday afternoon. However, they were brought to the Nepali side only in the evening due to the delay in fulfilling the customs process. India has sent 15 Murrah buffaloes to Nepal as per the agreement between the two neighboring countries signed during Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal's India visit. Preparations have been made to examine the health condition of all the buffaloes brought to Nepalganj. Officials of the Department of Livestock Services have said that 3 buffaloes will be kept in Bake, while 7 will be sent to Pokhara and 5 to Lahan. All the buffaloes have been kept at a livestock quarantine center near Nepalganj for health checkup. The entity responsible for monitoring government tasks to ensure good governance in the country must be independent. However, questions keep surfacing on the performance of entities ranging from courts to constitutional commissions because of appointments based on political share. The political parties make assurances of good governance but keep seeking for their share in appointments at such entities. Case filed against 52 individuals appointed at constitutional commissions during the Prime Minister term of CPN-UML chairperson KP Sharma Oli has remained stranded at the Constitutional Council of the Supreme Court for more than 2 years. Impact of such appointments was directly seen at the Human Rights Commission. The status of the commission was retained after the Global Alliance of National Human Rights Institute, GANRI, almost degraded it because of issues related to appointments in the entity. With the Commissioner of the Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority also drawn into controversy in relation to the fake Bhutanese refugee scam, major draft cases have yet to gain momentum. With the nearing completion of 10-year review period of inclusive, Dalit and Muslim among other commissions, these entities have yet to exhibit their performance. Appointments based on affiliations rather than expertise have led to the inefficiency of such entities. Recommendation of ambassadors done by Constitutional Council shares a similar plight. Based on the recommendation of the Judicial Council, the ranks for Chief Justices has already been set for the next 13 years, which includes justices appointed mostly on the basis of political affiliation. Appointments made on such power affiliations have led to questions on good governance. While those appointed should be performing in a fair manner, their works reflect their political affiliations, leading to complications in ensuring good governance. Analysts are of the opinion that individuals securing the positions on the basis of such affiliations also lack expertise and confidence. If the political parties are to ensure good governance like they assure the voters, they need to practice what they preach and help create a conducive environment by facilitating a fair appointment process and not claiming their share. The government has beefed up security in Katmandu Valley for today's protest programs planned by the youth wing of CPN-UML and controversial medical business person Durga Prasai. Considering the declared protest programs, the government has bolstered security in the Katmandu Valley. However, the organizers themselves have not been seen in notable numbers at the venues allocated for them. The security bodies have intensified monitoring by deploying security personnel in civil dress. Police have deployed 10,000 security personnel to ensure daily lives are not affected. Meanwhile, the traffic police have said that vehicular movement could be affected in capitals Kaushala, Chabahil, Baneshwar, Balkhu and Koteshwar among other surrounding areas. Around 1,500 students used to pursue medical education abroad until a decade ago. However, the number of such students has decreased drastically in the past 3 years. The Medical Education Commission has claimed that the number of students pursuing medical education abroad has declined after the mandatory requirement of attending examination in Nepal. Meanwhile, the number of foreign students arriving Nepal for medical education has increased. According to the Nepal Medical Council, more than 1,500 students used to pursue medical education abroad each year until a decade ago. However, the number has decreased in the past 3 years. Only 1,308 students have received their approval to pursue foreign education in the past 3 years. 653 students had received their permit last year, while 191 students had done so in the 3 months of the ongoing fiscal year. Towards nursing studies, 350 students have received their permit in the past 3 years. Of them, 159 had received the approval last year, while only 70 have received their permit in the ongoing fiscal year. Meanwhile, the number of foreign students arriving Nepal for medical education has increased as around 400 came to Nepal in the past 3 years. Despite the government officials claiming that a large number of Nepali students leave the country to pursue their education abroad because of shutting down of nursing colleges in Nepal, the Medical Education Commission has clarified that it was not the situation. With the legal provision requiring a 100-bed capacity hospital for operation of nursing program, the Commission has said that 473 colleges were shut down in the past 4 years, but not a single student was issued a permit to pursue nursing education abroad. A total of 36 institutions are operating nursing program across the nation at the moment. However, the Council for Technical Education and Vocational Training (CTVT) has been saying that students were compelled to pursue their education abroad because of the colleges shutting down in Nepal. The demand for nursing education and professionals has increased in Nepal and abroad as well. In such a situation, students and their guardians have said that it is imperative to operate nursing program by managing infrastructures for 100-bed capacity hospitals. According to the Nursing Council, around 75,000 nurses have received their license so far. The regulating authority is often drawn into controversy for prioritizing affiliation to private entities instead of government entities. Therefore, it is imperative to create a conducive environment for nursing education in the country by granting affiliation to government entities and meeting the requirements. Time now for our segment, Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here's the question: why has the number of students pursuing medical education abroad decreased? The options are A. Mandatory examination requirement, B. Increase in interest in other subjects, and C. Opportunities in Nepal. Voting is on. Tap any WS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. 3 persons have died in collision of 2 motorcycles in Siraha. All 3 injured in the accident at Sanhaitha of Siraha under the postal highway yesterday evening were taken to the province hospital for treatment. According to police, they breathed their last while undergoing treatment. The deceased have been identified as Dinesh Kumar Yadav, Ram Briksha Yadav and Mukesh Kumar Singh. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked what should be done to ensure efficient public service delivery. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
जनताले चाहिँ सही रूपमा सुविधा पाइरहेका छन् कि छैनन् हैन त्यो चाहिँ सबै अवलोकनहरु चाहिँ गरिराख्नु पर्ने हुन्छ
कर्मचारीहरुले कुनै पनि आफूले केही चीजको आश नगरिकन सेवाग्राहीहरुलाई निस्वार्थ रूपमा काम गर्दिने हो भने
सेवा दिँदाखेरि झड्किने अनि फेरि गएर सेवा गराएसँग अनि रिसिने त्यो खालको व्यवहार गर्न भएन
सरकारले विशेष निगरानी राख्ने
म चाहिँ राष्ट्रको लागि चाहिँ एउटा सेवकको रूपमा काम गर्छु भने भावना जबसम्म विकास हुँदैन तबसम्म त यो सम्भव छैन
प्रविधि मैत्री दक्ष जनशक्ति नियुक्ति गर्नु पर्यो
पावरको भरमा काम गर्ने परिपाटीले गर्दा सर्वसाधारणले दुःख पाइरहेका छन् यो चाहिँ सधैँको लागि बन्द हुनु पर्यो
सेवालाई थप प्रभावकारी बनाउनको लागि सबैभन्दा पहिला सुशासन कायम गर्नुपर्छ
अनलाइन सिस्टम गरिदियो भने सेवाग्राहीलाई चाहिँ धेरै सजिलो हुन्छ
वडा अवधिबाट चाहिँ सूचनाहरू प्रकाशित गर्यो भने हामीहरूलाई धेरै सहज बुझ्नलाई हामी गाउँको मान्छेहरूलाई हैन अलिकति सहज हुन्छ
कर्मचारीहरू आफ्नो कामप्रति उत्तरदायी हुनु पर्दछ
टेक्नोलोजीहरुको विकास गरेर
राम्रो काम गर्ने कर्मचारीहरूलाई पुरस्कारको व्यवस्था गर्नु पर्यो
स्थानीय सरकारले खासमा जनचेतना अभिवृद्धिका कुराहरुमा पनि ध्यान दिनुपर्छ
इमानदार मान्छे हाल्नु पर्यो नि
बस्ने ठाउँहरु हैन लाइन लाग्ने ठाउँहरु व्यवस्थित हुनु पर्यो
कागजपत्र हाम्रा आफ्ना सबै पुरा लिएर जानु पर्यो र उहाँ गएर पनि हामीलाई ढिला सुस्ती हुनु भएन
राम्रो काम भएको छ छैन भन्ने कुराको लागि सरकार पक्षले अनुगमन गर्न बहुत जरुरी छ
Time now for international update. A senior Israeli official has said that hostages being held in Gaza won't be freed before tomorrow. A 4-day pause in fighting was expected to begin today, but an Israeli government source has said that the pause has also been delayed. The Israeli foreign minister earlier had said that he expected the first hostages to be received today. Under the planned agreement, 50 Israeli hostages taken by Hamas will be released and 150 Palestinian women and teenagers held in Israeli jails freed. Israel has continued its ground and air operation in Gaza, and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to win absolute victory over Hamas. Israel began attacking Gaza after Hamas fighters crossed the border on 7th of October, killing 1,200 people and taking about 240 others hostage. Gaza's Hamas-run health ministry says more than 14,000 people, including more than 5,000 children, have been killed in Israel's campaign. Israel was gearing up for a hostage release as early as this morning. There are conflicting reports about what has caused the setback. Some claim that Hamas has not ratified the ceasefire agreement. Other reports say Hamas has not provided Israel with a list of hostages who were to be released on the first day. And that mechanism is supposed to be part of the agreement. An Israeli government source said that they believed these were relatively minor issues which need to be ironed out and that they would be ironed out today. That suggests that things would be back on track tomorrow. 2 people died after a car traveling at high speeds hit a barrier and launched at least 2.4 meters into the air and then hit a U.S. customs structure and exploded. The FBI is investigating the crash at a Rainbow Bridge on the U.S.-Canada border, but a New York Governor Kathy Hochul says that there was no indication the explosion was related to terrorism. A U.S. Customs and Border Protection officer that was hospitalized after the incident only had minor injuries and has since been released. 4 major crossings between the U.S. and Canada were shut down after the explosion, but 3 have since reopened. Witnesses described seeing a fireball and thought the car had been traveling at least 160 kilometers per hour. Rainbow Bridge is in Niagara Falls and crosses the Niagara River as a main connection route between the U.S. and Canada. Before wrapping up, here's a look at the top stories once again. Harib Bodhini Ekadasi being observed today. Hindus across the country also performing the wedding of Tulsi plant. "15 Murrah buffaloes gifted by India arrived Nepal from Jamunaha border point, 3 to be sent to Bake, 7 to Pokhara and 5 to Lahan. Hostages being held in Gaza won't be freed before tomorrow. A 4-day pause in fighting expected to begin today also delayed. Israel says relatively minor issues yet to be ironed out. And Barcelona come from behind to beat Eintracht Frankfurt, extend their perfect start in the Women's Champions League. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good day.